Well, hi, this is Shirley from Shirley's Art Ventures. I am going to show you my crochet books. Yeah, I have quite a few now. You know, I get a little obsessed buying stuff, and then you find out you can go online and download it. So here is my little pile of books I'm going to show you. So let's get at it. Well, when I started crocheting, I've been crocheting for many years, but then online I found this person, Tinna. She's out of Iceland, and she did these cute little square patterns here. So this is a freebie that she had, and you download it and you get all the directions. So I actually started doing this like a year ago, and then I got into some mosaic crocheting that way, and I did some scarves and some other things. And then a while back, a friend of mine, they were wondering if I could do these stockings, these little elf stockings here, or if my mom could do it. And I said, well, I don't know if she could do it, but I definitely could probably make these little elf stockings. So I found the pattern and I downloaded it, and this is kind of what got me really going on the crocheting like I'm doing now. Then a niece of mine, she saw this cute little cow and cat, and she wondered if my mom could do it. Again, I said, well, I could do it because my mom does the toes and I do the crocheting. So I bought this pattern and it became a hit. I made 5 of these all together, so you can see the pattern is quite well used, and this has really got me going on I can't even say it right now, but the crocheting, I call them my critters, my little critter crochet. So I would take them to work and I would show them off at work, and then people would buy them. Now the mosaic crochet person, Tinna, oh, now this is the sock one. Okay, so here is that actual sock pattern. It goes on and on and on. I was like, oh my goodness. It has like 30 pages in it. But that's because there's different sizes to the socks. So I only like needed one size, but it took like 3 trials to get the socks because I had to get the right kind of yarn, I had to get the right size of hook, and I needed a thicker yarn than what I had, so then I had to go shopping for the yarns, and I didn't find the right yarn at one spot, so then I had to go find it in another spot. So that's kind of the history of that pattern. So I am getting a little crazed by the stuff. So I'm at the store one day and I found this crochet book at Joann Fabrics. I thought, oh, this would be really fun. You know, I can make this little guy for my mom for Christmas, and I can make this little guy for Francis for Christmas. So I made both of those. They are one of my beginning things I made, and you know, they're actually probably harder than some of the other things, but I was able to get through it. I followed the pattern. I started watching some tutorials online. Not a whole lot, but some. But, you know, by then I wanted to do more. I wanted to, you know, to do more critters. So then I found this book on Amazon, and each letter has a different critter in it. So I started making these. I made the giraffe. I made the monkey. I made the elephant. What else? So I made the hippo. So, and these are pretty basic, pretty straightforward. I like to challenge myself, so I kept looking for more books and more things to make. So then I actually found this book of fruits and vegetables. So far I've made the lemons, I made the banana, I made the carrot. So they're kind of quick and easy, and they're fun to do. I made the pumpkin. The pumpkin turned out really nice. I get these books at Joann's, and I go down and I keep finding books. It's so fun. This is Patchwork. It's like using up your leftovers, and it has, you know, different patterns that are kind of fun. I made this little bear so far. I probably won't make them all the colors. I'll make them like one color. I think the frog's kind of cute too, so he's going to get made eventually. then they have this whole series of books. This is number 3. I thought the little hedgehog was cute. I made the turtle. And I made this little guy. Yeah, they have clothing on them, so that makes them kind of fun too. So, yeah, he's kind of, I like the flowers in the hair. So I have that book. I got another one of those too. This is another one I think when I got this book, I got yarn with it too. And I got a crochet hook to make these different animals. So this is one of my earlier books. What I've made out of here, oh, I made the bird. I made this little guy. He turned out really nice. He's adorable. I think he's nice. I haven't made him yet. Yeah, here. I'll just see it a little bit better. They have dolls. The little mug holders would be nice too. So yeah, I've made a few things out of this book. And here's another book I got kind of early on. I like the frog in this book too. I made this little guy. His head's crooked. See, I made the monkey. So these patterns, and I made the whale, they often have like elongated foreheads. I made the elephant. I was trying to get just the right size of elephants. I was in this elephant making mode. And they always show you how to do the different stitches, and some of the animals are dressed, so it's quite fun. So I was trying to make the right size elephant, so that was kind of a challenge too. And then I found this off of Amazon, a little Christmas book. At Christmas time I had ornaments that I made out of resin. I thought, well, you know, I could probably make some crocheted things. So I made this little guy, and I sold, I think, 2 or 3 of them. Well, 3 of them for sure. I'll probably make him for Christmas. And we'll see what else I'll make to take over to the Christmas tree farm along with my resin pieces, because she thought ornaments were the things that were selling the best. Yeah, maybe the little coasters would sell too. I don't know. We'll have to see what I feel like making. And then I thought I would make some birds. I bought this bird book, and this book, it isn't in the British version. And, you know, when it's in the British version, you have to convert it over into the American version. So instead of saying single crochets, they say double crochet. So the first time I did that was actually in this book. This is the British version too. It's a double crochet. So they're making it really big. I said, no, that's not right. I saw one tutorial on the conversion of double crochet and single crochet. I did not know that. So in these books, there's usually a listing that will convert the British version into the American version, so you can do the right sizes of stitches. And some of them have these symbols too that will show you how to do your project. So they have the written part, or they have the symbols, which is actually the same. There's just different ways showing how to do the stitches. And these, you have wire in the feet, so they do have the ability to stand up. I made the cardinal. And sometimes they have wire like in their wings to help them stand up. So we'll see what else I make. I might make this guy. I was thinking I could make the eagle. And the owls are kind of cool too, so. A little blackbird. So I only made the cardinal out of that one. Right now, I'm working out of this book. When I saw this book, I just thought it was so cute because they have the flowers in their hair, and they have the clothing on them, and they're different because the legs are attached on the outside and they're sewn on differently. And if you get little washers and little cotton pins, or whatever they're called, you can make the legs movable. And I did that with one item. So with this I would have to think about when I'm doing it where the legs are going to be, and I would have to make sure I put those pieces in as I go along. So I made the bunny out of this book, and right now I am working on the dinosaur. What I'm hoping to do is to show little tutorials on how to do the spikes in the dinosaur. I did his mouth a little different because I didn't like this one. I wanted his teeth to go up and down. When I was at the crochet store yesterday in Verona, it's called a Sow's-Ear. It's not a crochet store, it's a knitting store, essentially. I picked up these books. There's a whole series. There's about 15 of them. This is 11 on this one. So I picked up these two, because I just thought, I just seem to have to, you know, pick up books now. And they were only $4.50, so I thought, oh, we'll give that a try. So I had to make penguins too. So I made the little penguin, and then I thought I would make this penguin, and he turned out to be like over a foot tall. He was really big. He was really cute, but he was really big. So then I was trying to make some other penguins. So then I found this one, and I think he was little. I don't know if I made this one or not. Maybe I just got the pattern. And I think along with that one, you know, that little freebie pattern, my mom wanted me to make a flamingo. It's kind of crazy. You spend a lot of money on these patterns. So I found this flamingo pattern online, and I made the little guy. Now, the big guy, it'd be fun to make the big guy. Look at him. But that would take a fair amount of time. And you probably have to have wire. Yeah, it looks like you have to have wire in the feet, which makes sense. And get a little nest. So he's a possibility. I do have the yarn for him. A friend of mine wanted me to make a little parakeet, so I was able to find this pattern online, and I got the correct colors from my friend, and I put together little parakeet that I guess her parakeet passed away, so she needed another one. And another friend of mine, she wanted a gecko. So here's the pattern I found for that. I had to make two. I didn't quite have the right yarn. I'm still exploring the yarn. I've been buying the Karen yarn and trying to make some smaller things. I think they would go over well. I made the pig and I made the elephant. Elephant got sold. These are all for the basic circle. And this little guy, somebody wanted a dog, so I've made two of these. And I sold both of them. And I put a lot of fur on them. Mine had very long hair. The one had crocheted eyes. The other one had the safety eyes. And my other friend, she wanted a giraffe. So she found this pattern for me. And I made her a giraffe. And these have movable limbs. So that's a good way to go. And here is the bear that a friend gave me, the little Frontline Hero bear. And my cousin, she wanted a Cricut cutie. And if you know what a Cricut machine is, it's a cutting machine. This is their little logo symbol. And it's all copyrighted and everything. So I didn't take any pictures of this for Facebook because of the copyright stuff. And, you know, when you use patterns, you really need to acknowledge where you got the pattern from. And then like I said before, I've been wanting to make some kitty cats. And the cats I had, they just weren't quite what I wanted. So I found this cat pattern, and when I was not feeling well, I crocheted this. This took quite a bit of time, but its head is movable. It just sits in there. You tie it in really tight, and its tail is somewhat movable. So I didn't put this on, but I did put a collar on the cat. And I put white on the cat, and I put white on his face, and I named the cat Mitty after my mom's cat. And then I also found these little kittens to go along. And they're pretty easy. I had to get more fine yarn for the kittens. And then I print up ideas. So here are some ideas. I kind of been wanting to do a sun because I got some yellow. And then somebody told me we should do these little baby things. You have a head and then you have just around the outside. So I haven't made it that far yet, but it is a thought. I did do a star, and I bought a teething ring. I'm just not sure about crocheting a teething ring. The little bunny's cute, and I found this. I thought this was kind of cute too. You can make your hamburger. So those are my pattern books.